We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
Hey Glam fam, I'm Maddie and welcome to my channel. If you have not yet became an official Glam star, all that you have to do is hit that subscribe button in order to become one, and let's go ahead and get right into this video. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all my body transformation so far. A lot of people were curious about where my body has come from and how I got it to the point as to where it currently is. And I've made plenty of videos on the mixtures that I've used, so if you have not seen them, they will definitely be listed down below in the description box for you all to check out. But I just wanted to share with you all how far I've come. That way, if you're looking to use me as a reference, you most definitely can. But as I always say, everyone's body is different, so you can only use me as a reference to a certain point. Just because something works for one person doesn't mean that it'll work for you, but I can definitely share with you all how far I've come. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start in 2016. This was actually November of 2016, and as you all can see, I was on the slimmer side. I don't think that I've ever been completely skinny, but around this time I was around the 106-pound mark, and during this time I was definitely looking to gain some weight because I was like, I'm a little bit on the slimmer side, and y'all know that we all want to be a little bit thickums nowadays, not all of us, but it's just pretty much like a thing nowadays. Just like 10, 11, 12 years ago, it was the thing to be super duper slim. Now it's the thing to be a lot thicker. So, but all is beautiful. I don't want nobody thinking that they're not beautiful because they're not a particular size. But pretty much this is where my whole entire journey started to gaining weight. I've always loved my body and loved my shape. I just wanted to accentuate it a little bit more. But as y'all can see, I still had a little bit of booty. Okay, the shape has been there somewhat for my entire life. I just wanted to fill it out a little bit more, and I did that through natural treatment and through gaining natural weight as well, the natural way, just by eating and by existing pretty much. But here I was just 106 pounds, super duper slim, a lot smaller in person actually, because sometimes the photos can be quite deceiving, but I was still feeling myself a little bit, okay, I ain't gonna even lie about that. But like I said, during that time, I just didn't have the weight to really show how my shape was actually going to turn out to be. So I was just slim, especially from the front, okay? And now we move right along to April of 2017. Now here I had started to pick up a little bit of weight, but not too much. Your girl was still on the slim side. Like I said, I typically look a little bit thicker in pictures, and that's just simply because of obviously angles, the way that I'm turned, the way that I'm positioned, and I was taking my pictures to look a little bit thicker. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. So this picture here was taken in April of 2017, and I had put on a few more pounds since that previous photo that I had shown. In this picture, I believe that I was around 115, and obviously I had on white, so that does make me look a little bit bigger, but around 115, that's still pretty small for me in terms of the weight category, just because of the way that my body is built. Like typically I'm going to look a little bit bigger than I actually am because my bones are big, okay? I ain't even finna lie to y'all. Your girl is born to be thickums, okay? If you look around at my family genetics, I was born to be a thick girl, okay? That's why my arms are so big. Like, you can look at somebody's arms and at their ankles and tell what size they're truly supposed to be. So my arms, my ankles, everything has always been big, simply because that's just the way that the family genetics are set up. So during this time I was around 115, and I was happy, like, girl, I'm picking up a little bit of weight, okay, I'm gonna reach my goal weight, which at that time was what I currently am now, which is 146. My weight keeps fluctuating, but anyway, we'll talk about that at the end of this video. But I was looking to get to this weight, and now that I'm here, I want to be 170. But anyways, that was what my body was hitting on at that time. It wasn't hitting on much, but it was hitting on some, because your girl liked taking pictures and I was feeling myself during that time, okay? Then we move right along to April of 2017, and y'all don't ask me why I was wearing white a lot during this time. Well, actually, I know why I was wearing white a lot. It was because when we do shows, our color scheme was pretty much white all the time, so I was wearing white a lot. But in this picture I had started to pick up a little bit more weight. Y'all see I got a little bit of booty back there, not that much but just a little bit, okay. And your girl was liking it. I was feeling the extra weight that I had put on. I believe that in this picture, because it was just a few months after the first one or the last one that I just shown, I had picked up a little bit more weight. I believe that around this time I was 120 and I was like, I'm at 120. Okay, this is what 120 looks like. And it was like I was putting on weight, but I still didn't feel like I was thick enough. It was like, okay, here's a few pounds, but that's not enough. I want a little bit more. So it was just that constant cycle of I'd want the weight, but whenever I gained the weight, I would want more weight. Like, it's odd. It's kind of like when somebody is skinny, but they think that they're fat. So they go on this rampage of trying to lose more and more weight because they're trying to be skinnier because they still think that they're fat. I think that's just the human mind. When some people look at me, they say, man, you're thick and you're this and you're that. And to me, it's like, I'm not really to my weight goal. And that's how I was then, except now I'm not as hard on myself because I'm closer than I've ever been. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm trying to build it more so through muscle, not necessarily through fat. Okay, so I've been working out a lot to build it up. But during that time, I was trying to gain the thickness. So I was trying to gain it through fat. And during that time, my mom was telling me, hey, look, when you gain that weight, it's hard to get it off. So don't be rushing to gain no weight. But honey, I still was. I was trying to find everything on how to gain weight. And that's really how I started to come up with a lot of these natural treatments, because I'm like, how am I going to gain this weight? I was looking for everything to gain weight, to just transform my body in a lot of ways. So this is when that whole type of mentality really started. I had started the wanting to gain weight in 2016, but then you fast forward a few months later to 2017, and it's like, now I'm really looking, because now I really want this extra weight, okay? And also I'd be on stage performing and I've had people come up to me and they'd be like, I don't like that. And I'd be like, well, what you don't like? You too skinny. Like, y'all ever had somebody say that to you and you wanted to look at them and say,
I don't like that, you too fat?
You know, like, you shouldn't say that to nobody. So anyways, I got in that mindset of, dang, people are criticizing me because I'm smaller, because I was a lot smaller in person. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to gain some more weight, okay? So now we fast forward on. Okay, so I remember the exact date of this. This was January 26, 2018. And your girl still hadn't hit her weight goal, but I believe that at this time I was 126. So now we're talking. This was actually months after that last picture that I just shared with you all. So I had started to pick up a few pounds, except the problem was then that I was too box shaped, okay? I was too box shaped. So at that point I started waist training, because I didn't want to be shaped like a square. I wasn't completely shaped like a square, but I wasn't shaped how I wanted to be shaped, okay? So here comes the waist trainers, the Yana waist trainers from Amazon, which I've made videos on. If you have not seen them, check them out. But I was like, I gotta get this waistline right now, okay? The waistline gotta match the rest of the body. So I'm pretty much waist training every single day. I mean, I would have my waist trainer on for hours and hours and hours. I didn't care how uncomfortable it was. I just knew that I wanted to get to my goal. And I feel like when you have a goal, you should stop at nothing to reach it. That's the type of mentality that I have towards everything. That's why I go so hard on YouTube. That's why I go so hard on everything that I do in life, because in my personal belief system, you can't succeed unless you're putting in that work. So this is during the time where I started the waist training and so forth and so on. I wasn't really working out during that time, because I just really started working out like during this past year, like really hard working out, or during this year really. So it's just like I was getting there. I was thick somewhat, but I still wanted that waistline, okay? And now we move on. Now we talking September of 2018, okay? This is after I had achieved my waistline. Your girl had a little bit of that hourglass shape going on, and I was feeling it. And I also had orange hair during this time. It was supposed to be burgundy, but we not gonna talk about that. So this dress right here was accentuating them curves even more. And girl, I had started to get more curvier, because obviously I had been waist training for months on end. So I'm like, I'm really starting to achieve the body that I've always wanted. This is great. So I just kept it up and I started gaining more and more weight, obviously, and I continued waist training. That's what's kept my waist nice and slim. Okay, my personal recommendation would be this, to start waist training as soon as possible. Now I'm going to talk about this. I know that a lot of people have health issues, and if you are not able to waist train, because one lady told me that she got blood clots from waist training. If you aren't able to waist train, definitely don't risk your health trying to do it, but if you are able to and you're in good health, then go right ahead with it. Okay, the problem with that is a lot of people try to buy their waist trainers too small, and you definitely do not want to do that. That's why a lot of people end up with issues. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind. But anyways, completely off topic, watch my waist training videos if you'd like to know a little bit more about that. But your girl has started to get that okay, I'm sitting there like, okay, now what's going on here? Girl, what's going on back there? Okay. I don't know exactly how much I weighed during this time, but if I had to guess, it will probably be 129, maybe somewhere in there, because I remember I was stuck at 129 for a long time, and I'm like, dang it, why would I go ahead and hit 130? But I was stuck at 129 for a long period of time, so it was more than likely the 129 era of my life. So yeah. Now let's talk about January of 2019, honey. So this is when I really started to see my body shifting before my eyes, and I was like, okay, I can do this now. And we're not gonna talk about the blonde hair, we just gonna push past that. Okay, I had a blonde hair phase too. I don't think that blonde hair was the best looking thing on me, but that's neither here nor there. So this picture here was taken in January of 2019, and as y'all can see, your girl started to fill out a little bit more, to get a little bit of fluffiness back there, and I was liking it. I was taking a lot of selfies during this time. I was very active on Instagram during this time. Those pictures aren't really up anymore because I archived a lot of them. You know, when you post pictures on Instagram, you're like, I don't like that anymore, so I ended up taking them down. But I did go through my archives and I found this, and so I was like, that was during the time when I really had started gaining weight. I was really feeling myself then. Okay, and the blonde hair, because they say blondes have more fun, and yeah, that was accentuating it during that time too. So now let's talk about the now, and this is where I currently am. So at this current moment in time, I am 146. My weight is constantly fluctuating, so I'm either going to be between 146 and 150 at this current moment in time. I'm still trying to make it to 170, but I'm not trying to gain that through fat. I'm trying to gain that through muscle. So that's what I'm working towards right now. When I say working towards, I really mean working towards. Like this time, I'm not just eating and trying to gain the weight. I'm working towards it through working out. So I'm definitely going to be sharing with you all my journey on that, and I will have some videos coming on that very, very soon. So please stay tuned. My current measurements are 36, 24, and 42 on the bottom. So your girl has come a long way, and I have even further that I want to go. I don't necessarily want the booty to be any bigger. I just want to get this weight lifting in, get these muscles, which my arms are already becoming more defined. I've been working out for weeks straight, so I'm very happy about that. And I'm just going to keep working it out. If y'all would like some workout videos, definitely let me know down below in the comment section so I can get some of those done for you all. And yeah, and before I leave this video, I'm not going to leave you all hanging. Let me share with you all my glam star of the day. I want to thank you so much for your sweet comments, and I thank you so much for your continued support. If you are looking to be featured in my next video, all that you have to do is leave a comment down below. Please turn on your post notifications, because when your post notifications on and when you're first to comment, that boosts your chances of being featured in my next video. That's my body transformation so far. If you're looking to gain weight, all that I have to say is do not lose hope. If you're looking to lose weight, all that I have to say is do not lose hope. Just keep working towards your goal. And that is it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't have anything else to comment down below, please comment what you are, and that is a star. Always remember to keep glamming, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging.